welcome back. Welcome back. It's good to have you guys here. We're back with more UFO news, UFO videos, excellent UFO stuff happening right now in the world, with an exclusive breaking news of a CIA retrieval program. Yo, Brown Dorth, greetings. Welcome to the live stream. This is breaking news right now. Daily Mail did update it because they had to confirm the sources. I'm going to be looking. Yo, Nuno, what's good? I'm going to be looking at the chat, but give me a second because I want to dive into these headlines today. So, I find that this headline is important. The exclusive CIA secret office has been conducting UFO crash retrieval missions on at least 9 crash sites around the world, Whistleblower reveals. Not only that, hey, what's good, guys? I see you, Herbo. I see you, Max. I see you, Symbol. You're the eye. I love it. Wait, let me make sure that the camera's popping out. I feel like... There we go. Okay, excellent. Sorry, guys. This live stream has been giving me a few issues. Anyway, I feel that this article is very important. It's coming out now. Exclusive breaking news. I think it's important because we have some Republicans now that are actually trying to fight the UAP, what is it? UAP Disclosure Act. That's exactly what it's called. And now, right after they're trying to deny it and push back, the whistleblowers are coming out, more sources are coming out, talking about the retrieval programs and the ships we've retrieved. Apparently, we've retrieved 9 ships, 2 of them intact. I'm just going to go into the article. A secretive CIA office has been coordinating the retrieval of crashed UFOs around the world for decades. Multiple sources now tell Daily Mail. I believe that this is the messy disclosure, if you will. I believe it may have been David Grush on Joe Rogan or another whistleblower. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember exactly, but they said that we're either going to have disclosure in which the government agrees and we'll get the information properly, or we will get... Oh, 1 second, guys. I can't see the chat. Just give me a second here. We will get a messy disclosure in which everything will just leak out. Do you think there is an alien life that exists on another... Oh my god. Yes. He who knows, or who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men. That is a long name. Also, Papa Duran, welcome from France. I appreciate you so much. Yes, they do exist. I do agree. I do think that they exist. I think it's statistically impossible that we would be the only ones. But also, even if you look at it from a religious... What's good, AI Gaming? If you look at it from a religious standpoint, like, it would be arrogant to think that we are the only life in the entire cosmos. Either way, no matter how you look at it, scientifically, religiously, like, it doesn't make sense that we would be the only ones. So, let's get into this article real quick, and I will definitely be right back into the chat, guys. So, we have a crash retrieval program. One source said that at least 9 apparent non-human, and they've specified non-human craft, have been recovered by the U.S. government. Some wrecked from a crash and 2 completely intact. I think it's important that we highlight, and we have been lately, but we highlight non-human craft, as David Grush recently was talking about... Oh, 1 second, I can probably get that interview open too. I just don't want to get a copyright thing. But David Grush recently spoke about how they could be interdimensional, how they're changing the verbiage to make sure that we're capturing the right entity or right language for these entities. They could be, they say non-human biologics because, they could be interdimensional. There have been talks about them coming from underwater, which is what I'm trying to pull up now for you guys as we go through the article. I'm sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. This just blew my mind today. Let me add it in here. Well, I didn't want to get rid of that website, but we'll go back to it. Okay, so let's move a little bit. But important, guys, realize that this is important. Non-human craft. It's a really, really specific terminology that they're using. 3 sources briefed on the... Oh, wait. Yeah, they've been recovered. 3 sources briefed on those alleged top-secret operations told DailyMail.com that the Office of Global Access, a wing of the Central Intelligence Agency's Science and Technology Directorate, damn, has played a central role since 2003 in orchestrating the collection of what could be alien spacecraft. Now, again, I was saying that Grateful 1509, welcome. The recap is we're just starting with this article of us retrieving 9 UFOs to intact. I think it's important, again, that this comes out after Republicans started fighting against the UAP Disclosure Act, because I feel denying the people the truth, because the truth could be mundane, right? If it's the way that they say, it might not be UFOs, it might be some mundane truth. By denying us access to the truth, it's almost as if they're admitting guilt. And now they're not just denying access to the truth, but information is leaking as the whistleblowers are getting into more detail. So I feel like we're getting disclosure regardless, and it's going to be sloppy as hell, y'all, so get ready. The 3 sources who spoke on the condition of anonymity, of course, to avoid reprisals, because that's been happening, have all been briefed by individuals involved in those alleged UFO retrieval missions. So they're getting information from the people that are actually retrieving and touching these UFO. Though the shocking claims sound like they come from science fiction novel, they do not, but we've been conditioned to think that way. They are part of a growing body of evidence, thank you, suggesting that the US government could indeed be hiding advanced vehicles that are not made by humans. I think that's, look at David Grush right here. Pretty obvious. Let me get in the chat real quick. So yeah, this is breaking news. This is happening right now. The whistleblowers are not playing any games right now. Homestead UFO, but I have not checked that out. I will definitely check it out. We have too much evidence to deny. What's good, Clever? What's good? I agree with what Clever Taco said, because this is bipartisan. Both sides want this disclosure. I genuinely agree. I believe it was Colhart who said that he believes it's just infighting in Congress, because some of the Republicans they're fighting over the Speaker of the House, and some feel like they should retaliate. It's less about Republicans not wanting disclosure and infighting in Congress in general, because there are Republicans that definitely want disclosure. It's both sides that want this. Let's see, where were we? All right, we're jumping down here. Former top intelligence officer David Grush told, we know this already, Congress as much in a explosive public hearing in July. The same month, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer sponsored an extraordinary bill to allow disclosure of recovered technologies of unknown origin and biological evidence of, again, non-human intelligence, which is now passed in the Senate. Let me see if I can let me go back here. This is a slightly different story. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can get that video of him talking about or not talking about it, but just the casual reference to the underwater anomalies. And they're like, oh no, yeah, of course. I'm like, child, you can't just reference that. It was on News Nation. They've been doing some great coverage on this stuff too. Give me 1 second. I don't know. I just think it's very telling. I loved the David Grush Joe Rogan episode. I don't like how Joe Rogan flip-flops on the subject, although I do respect that he is skeptical. So I understand why he would. It's just like sometimes his ideas are night and day. I'm like, homie, sit down, calm down. I'm gonna have to pull that up for you guys later. Let's finish this article. Sources who spoke to DailyMail.com shed light on how the CIA has allegedly coordinated secret recovery and storage of these alleged crashed or landed UFOs. This is a quote. There are at least 9 vehicles. There were different circumstances for different ones. One source briefed by UFO program insiders told DailyMail.com, it has to do with the physical condition they're in. If it crashes, there's a lot of damage done. Others, 2 of them specifically, are completely intact. Now that makes me wonder, right, if a lot of them are damaged, or if they're all damaged when they crash. If crashes means there's a lot of damage done, Then the two that are completely intact, did they land and we find them? Did they give them to us? Was there a trade? Like, what is really going on here? I feel like that might be another reason they don't want to disclose information. Maybe there's been some kind of trade going on that they don't want everyone to know about. Um, I don't know. I think it's we could go into a lot that old rumor of the contract of what was it, 5,000 humans a year, which when at the time it aligned with how many missing people like were going missing in certain areas because it was by each country. It was some weird. They say it's a conspiracy theory. It was a while ago. I was much younger. I don't remember much of it, but I do remember it being like a contract that it's like 5,000 people from each country, and like we get their technology, which would be ridiculous, but it would make sense how we would get intact vehicles, and it would make a lot more sense something like that on why they would want to hide information. Like they wouldn't want to tell us that. The source said that the CIA has a system in place that can discern UFOs while they're cloaked. This I found very interesting. So we have a way to find cloaked UFOs. And that if non-human craft land, crash, or are brought down to Earth, again, very, very specific wording here, right? Special military units are sent to try and salvage the wreckage. What does it mean? All right, so if a non-human craft lands, okay, they're coming here. You're still going to try and get their stuff while they landed because they came here. A crash makes total sense. Or are brought down to Earth is very specific wording for me that I'm not sure how I feel about it. Again, it makes me think of like a trade or because what if they're giving us something, if it's brought down to Earth, what are they getting in return? What are we giving them back? Granted, it could just be like, oh yeah, go to like our nuclear weapons and our volcanoes and like sap energy if you need it, or use the sun or something. I don't know, like we don't know what the hell's going on, but it makes me feel like there is a trade going on that we don't know about, and I don't feel comfortable with that. Where are we at? All right. Another source with knowledge of the OGA's role said that they specialize in allowing the U.S. military to secretly access areas around the world where they would usually be denied, for example, behind enemy lines. So this is definitely global, is what this means. This means that even our enemies, when something like this crashes, they're like, oh no, yeah, guys, like you can come in here and look at this too. That means that this is well above and beyond all of us, in my opinion, because enemies don't usually work together. All right, they are basically a facilitator for people to get in and out of countries, the source said. They are very clever at being able to get anywhere in the world that they want to. Creepy. Give me 1 second. Y'all hydrate. It's hot where I'm at, so you know. I'm going to take a moment real quick. Sorry, see, I see you here, Charlie. It's another article. Everything we've been hearing, it not too new. I agree, but like I was saying earlier, what I like is that this is coming hot off the heels of the 3 people in Congress trying to deny the excuse me, I'm so sorry, UAP Disclosure Act. Oh my god, water is so good. Yeah, I used to hate water when I was a kid. I mean, I think we all did, but God, water is so good. Okay. All right, let's get in here. So, multiple sources briefed on the OGA's activity told DailyMail.com that most of its operations involve more conventional retrieval missions, such as stray nuclear weapons, downed satellites, or adversaries' technology. Interesting. But they claimed some missions coordinated by the OGA have involved the retrieval of UFOs. Excuse me. So sorry. The task at hand is simply to get it into custody and protect the secrecy of it, one source said. The actual physical retrieval is by the military, but it's not kept under military control because they have to keep too many records. So they start moving it out fairly quickly into private hands. There we go into, Lockheed Skunk Work and all of these private contractors that are probably the ones that are actually more likely to get removed because YouTube is very big on anti-spam right now. And I respect it. It is what it is. All right. Where are we? The task at hand. Yes, we got that. Documents published by the National Archives and Record Administration. Let's see if it goes to the top. In December of 2016, showed that the OGA was one of 56 offices in the CIA, with its chief and deputy making up two of the total 286 director-level officials in the spy agency. An unclassified organization chart published by the CIA in October of 2015 lists the OGA among 9 offices in the science and technology wing of the agency. All right, let's see. Oh, it actually did bring us here. All right, I'm going to have this linked. Give me 1 second. I'm going to link this in the description for you guys so you guys can view it as well. That way you guys have that resource for later. I have a great UFO sighting that was sent to me earlier. It's going to be under other sources, guys. I have a great UFO video that was sent to me earlier. I'll share that with you. It's on YouTube too. I'll share it with you guys before we end the live stream. All right, let's see. All right, an unclassified organization chart published. Yes, we got that already. Late CIA expert Jeffrey Richardson wrote a 2016 book on the agency that the OGA was established in 2003 and cited a CIA description that it integrates analysis technology and tradecraft to attack the most difficult targets and to provide worldwide collection capability. Interesting. Now, they're here releasing some of their source material. They're also talking about Schumer's bill. So that's what we're seeing on here. That's something new that we haven't seen. I think that the big thing is we know all of this information. Oh, we know a lot of it. But to have specific numbers, to know for a fact we have at least 9, to know for a fact that 2 are fully intact, meaning they are likely fully functional. We've had quite a few whistleblowers throughout time, talk about the craft and working on craft and stuff like that. This may be one, or these may be 2 craft that are used in exercise. Because remember, some of these are ours. Oh, let's get in here. Oh my God, it's so hot in here. I'm sorry, guys. It might get a little loud in here, but I have to turn this air conditioner on because no. Homestead UFO. All right, let me see if I can find this. I know it probably won't let you guys do a link. Private entities shouldn't have carte blanche. Come on, tell me about it. I think it's ridiculous. Like, it's so out of hand because I think the other thing that's very important to notice about about all of this is not just, they're hiding UFOs. It's like you said, these private contractors, like, we are out of control. We have no control over anything. Like, everything's just willy-nilly pell-mell. How are you telling the government that they don't have access to information? It's so stupid. All right, 1 second. Lights in the Homestead sky. Mistaken for UFO. Okay, I'm going to pull this link in. And then we're going to go from there because, hold on. Why can't I share this? Okay. God, do you have to be so stupid, Google? I want the flippin'... Alright, guys, we're going to have to do this a little bit. This won't let me move. I don't know if it's a problem with OBS. I was having this problem before the live stream started. We're going to get to that in a moment. I'm going to try and look up that other UFO you guys are talking about. I don't think YouTube is going to let us put a damn link, of course, because as per usual, it does that. But if you can't, you guys can try. If it pops up, I'll definitely link it, or I'll definitely click it. But if not, a little bit later in the live stream, we'll just do a manual lookup. Let's see. Cryptically adds that. Alright, so there was a biography from the former OGA deputy director, Doug Wolf. It's 255 word biography, and it cryptically adds that he was responsible for leading and managing strategic, unwarned access programs that deliver intelligence from the most challenging, denied areas, and served as program manager with responsibility for end to end system acquisition of an innovative new source and method for the intelligence community. To be fair, on that, I'm like looking through the rest of this. I think we got the main information because, to be fair, a lot of that, yeah, it is a little cryptic, but it's like the CIA. That could be any freaking operation that they're doing. He could be talking about a lot of things. Like, he could be talking about technology that we've advanced upon, that is private, that doesn't even have to do with UFOs. It's just something that we've done and we made. We do have another article. This is the one that also intrigued me. Not only are we getting these whistleblowers talking about how many UFOs we have and how many are intact, and all of this coming on the heels of Congress trying to, or some parts of Congress trying to deny the Disclosure Act, but now we have people in other countries. A Canadian journalist hires a law firm after being denied access to files on UAP sightings at nuclear power facilities. Because this is a fact, we do get a lot of UFOs and UAP around nuclear power facilities, around the time of nuclear launches, usually around the time of war. I mean, look at the Foo Fighters. So I think it is imperative that we start to fight for information, and I love that people are, look, he's getting a whole law firm. People are getting in arms and trying to get the information. Senior military and intelligence personnel have consistently reported the presence of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, also known as UFO, in proximity to locations linked to nuclear power, weaponry, and technology across the United States for the past 75 years. However, the United States is not the only country in which unknown aerial objects have been observed, and sometimes close to sites of national security significance. I hope they have a video in here, because they do have a few. They're just so hard to find. They don't have, of course, they don't have any of them. Oh god, it's happening again. My computer's like getting hot. Alright, we're going to go a little quicker because there's a funny one that's very interesting with UFO capture in it. And then I want to go find the one that you guys are talking about. Canadians report seeing UFOs in the sky at a rate of 3 times a day, says Chris Rutowski, a Canadian ufologist and media expert. There are about 1,000 UFO reports filed in Canada every year, and the number remains high. However, amidst this extensive reporting of the phenomenon, another question arises. Where are the official Canadian records involving UAP observed near nuclear power facilities? Alright, now the Canadian Constitution Foundation, a national and nonpartisan charity with the mission to defend constitutionally protected rights and free. Okay, so they're essentially, yeah. We get it. They want the information. They're not giving it, just like over here, but they're actually luring up and fighting for it. I think that everyone should have. Please drop me your email address again. Y'all, everyone, yeah, even in the UK, it's everywhere. I have an email in the description. You guys can email me that at any time. The police, of course the police have no idea what to do. Hello, Frozen Gamer. The police have no idea what to do. They're ridiculous. Didn't you guys remember the Las Vegas incident? They didn't know what the hell was going on. Before they left, they were like, oh, if this happens again, don't call us. Because they were scared of these 9 feet monsters. Now, I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to... actually, I have it on my phone, too. I'm going to bookmark it. Bookmark it there. I'm going to keep an eye on this one because I want to see how far this goes. And I want to see... if he gets a lawyer and if he gets the information out. I mean, of course, that would be huge news, but I'm going to keep an eye on it for us, too. What's good, kind alcoholic? Welcome, I appreciate you. Alright, this one's fun. This one is interesting because the TikToker loses it after spotting a UFO in her video. Now, what's crazy is she was just making a video, you can tell it had nothing to do with the UFOs. It was a, weird comedy. It was a little gross, but in a funny way. But there's definitely a UFO, and I've tried to slow down the video I'm going to show it. But I've seen that she's freaking out about it now. They don't have the video here. She took down one of her videos, but she still has posts and comments up where she's like now scared of aliens. Here's the video, right?
Guys, I've got some disastrous news.
It's gonna come out right about here. There it goes. There it goes. We're gonna go back. And it just disappears. Let me actually do this for us. Hold on. Because we're on a computer, so screw it, right? That looks like a... Look at that. It looks like a sphere. It's moving fairly quickly. And then it kind of just vanishes. Boop. Now, some people in the comments are freaking out, of course. I'm going to reduce the speed. But some are saying, hard to see. It is hard to see. I'm going to go back a little bit, slow down. Some were saying that they thought it was water on the lens. But when I slowed down and zoomed in, you can see that this object actually moves behind the plants. It is in the sky. So I'm going to come up here. The video is slowed down.
Guys, I've got some disastrous news. There I lie in my bed.
This is slowed down. Right there. Okay. Look at that. Wait. It's up. Oh, I do see what you mean. It does pop up. It's still there. And then it vanishes again. Whoa, Mike. Bruh, hold on. I just caught that. Wait, let me go back a little bit.
Guys, I've got some disastrous news.
And she's just doing her thing, mind you. Alright, now, here, real quick, I want to try and slow it down. Welcome, Matt Top. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. We're about to get wrecked. Yo, this is about to be... Who knows? Alright, ready? Look. Alright, so this is why I think it's definitely UAP UFO and not, as they say, possibly a water drop. It's so hard to catch. But as it comes by this next... It went behind this leaf. As it comes past this leaf here, you'll see that it's actually in the sky. See how it hides behind the leaf? See how it's like... It's literally fully hidden. It's up... It's in the sky. Then it just vanishes, right? But as Mike points out, focus here. Look. It's almost like it's watching. Did you see? Get out of here. Bruh, because I'm just discovering this now. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. Did y'all see that flash of light before it officially vanished? No. It's not a bug. Hold on. Hey, welcome, Paulo. Welcome from Brazil. Y'all, I'm sorry. Everyone in the chat, welcome. I appreciate all of you. I'm not always in the chat because I'm trying to, jump in here with this for y'all, but I appreciate you guys for being here. But y'all, let's look at this again. Oh my god, I wish I could slow this down more. All right. Wait. I can do this. All right. Boom. All right, that's after it went. All right. So, here we go. First of all, this cloud and the one behind it are moving very eerily, in my opinion. Again, and she has no videos of UFOs, and if you watch this, she found it after this video because people commented. If you watch this video, it has nothing to do, it is a kind of raunchy, weird, dirty comedy type thing, I think, because of what she says in it. Nothing to do with this. It's just blowing my mind. Ready? Here comes again. I love this one. Here comes. Wham. Right? Now, it's behind this leaf here. We're going to play. It kind of goes into this cloud like it went in. Now, if you look, watch it. See how it pops out? Right here? Focus there. Stay focused here. You're going to see a flash of light. You're going to see a flash of light before it officially vanishes. That's something crazy going on here. Here goes. Boom. What the hell was that? And honestly, it reminds me of the Malaysian airline video that we keep seeing that some people are like, no, it's debunked. Some people are like, no, it's real. Right? Did it like just do a zap portal thing and just go in? I don't know what the hell's going on. This is crazy to me. And I just love. Let's real quick, so that you could take it in for what it is. Let's play the regular speed. Look at this video. This video is just look at this is not what she was doing. That's Lights on Gaming. That's what I'm saying. It's a freaking portal. Hold on, look. Oh, my computer's getting really hot. Shit. The cat has fleas. Right, so, and this is how her videos are. There's just they're silly, they're goofy, they're kind of funny, but this is not, that she's freaking out because it's not playing. But now the thing is, she's scared. She's scared of aliens. I don't think that I would be scared, but I am blown away. Let's see what I can, see how close I can actually get. I think that's the closest I can get.
Guys, I've got some disasters.
I'm still not over this. I'm so sorry, y'all. The fact that, as when you put, I keep catching it right as it goes by the leaf, which is the point I want to prove anyway. But right when you said that it comes back, and I started looking, once I saw that flash of light, like, I'm so done. Look at this, look at this. Right here, right here. That was a portal. That was a portal. There's gotta be a way for me to, like, download this, right? I know TikTok would be pissed, but... I know what to do. Actually, you know what? No, that website is probably not allowed on YouTube. So I'm not even going to put it up here. I will try and get a copy of this video. Actually, I'll just open it on my phone and just save it. And I will make a actual video of it so we can see. I'm blown away. Y'all, the chat's going off. You guys are incredible. That is a portal. Her Becky hair flip. Oh, Lights on Gaming, you're funny. You guys are great. Herbal, welcome. Richard, hey, what's up? It's too perfect. Right in the middle of the screen, in the middle of the clip. I mean, is it? I just focused it into the middle. This thing is so small, and again, my thing is, how would she get it to go behind the plant? Like, that just... After this, I've watched all her videos. She didn't pick up on this until again she saw the comments, and then she's like, what the fuck? And before, and even videos that she makes now aren't really about it. Like, she could eat this up, you know, and she's not. So I don't. Let me see if I can. Look, it's not her. Can no one see the flash in the sky? Like, now people are asking her about it. But she's freaking out. Like, she's scared of the aliens. She has millions of views. They're all silly. None of them have anything to do with UFOs. She doesn't seem to care about UFOs. As a content creator, I don't feel that she would need to use and or milk that in any way. UFOs are trending in a sense, but I don't feel like they're trending in a... creator on TikTok. Let's like make a, you know, they had the filters for a while. Personally, in my opinion, I don't see that. I feel that she was genuinely doing the cat litter or the cat fleas video that's very much in line with her brand and her content, kind of silly, kind of goofy, and it just happened because again, she waited to reply to people commented. I don't see it being done up, because honestly, if she wanted to, she could. Did you see that in the camera? And then she could have, like, you know, done a whole thing, and she didn't. So that's one UFO sighting that I enjoyed. I thought it was really funny and just very like, what the hell? Let me see what. I hate YouTube putting ads on all live streams now. I know they're getting ridiculous. But to be fair, they are competing with a lot of other platforms now, and I guess they're fighting with ad blocker people, which is like a whole thing. I don't know. They're probably, after this ad blocker fight, everything will probably fix itself. I feel like they've done this before. Let's see. So yeah, I love this. I think it's great. This is her TikTok. You guys can check her out. Again, she's not posting UFO stuff, so I don't expect to see like a whole bunch of follow up on this. She's just replying to what people said on that one video. Everything else seems to be her goofy, kind of like funny. They are funny, actually, fun videos. She's just look, she's just being silly, and that's what you're gonna get. She's not gonna post UFO. That's again why I feel like small ass pictures. Jesus Christ. That's why I feel like it's very genuine, and it kind of just happened. Oh, all right. Let's see this. Thank you. I live. The Frozen Gamer. If you guys are just joining, we're already past it. But the main news was whistleblowers and sources coming out at the Daily Mail talking about officially how we've retrieved 9 crash site non-human intelligent crafts. God, that was a tongue twister there. And how 2 of them were intact. Now this, I was sent earlier, and I think it's fantastic. I want to... This is him on his channel. This, in my opinion, is a great sighting. And I'm surprised it didn't get more attention. I mean, maybe it's the SEOs, like how he named it, but I feel like this should have more views. No, BMO, thank you for reminding me. I do still have it screenshot though. So tonight, as I'm doing, I just broke into this because it's breaking news. Tonight, as I'm doing research for more videos, once it pops up, I will definitely look into it. There's another one that was sent here, Lights and Gaming. You guys were talking about this earlier, and I want to make sure we look at that before we end this live stream. Oh, God, sorry. I put my mic down. What the hell am I doing? Okay, so this is No MSG TV Channel. And he has a great video here, and he talks about how
today, November
he saw this UFO, no one gave a shit.
last year, I witnessed the UFO.
And I love it. He's very candid, very real about it. Yeah, definitely check out his channel. But he did witness something strange. He witnessed an anomaly. He very quickly pulled out his phone and took a picture, came out blurry, ran on the block, and then captured this video. Now I'm gonna give us a little zoom in here. Boom, 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 boom. That now, if this is one craft here, this thing is massive, right? And I'm seeing like a light or a glint in here. I don't know if you guys can see that as well. But I love this video. I'm like, oh my god, how is this not getting more views? You see it slowly drifting across the sky. Kind Alcoholic, yes I have. I've actually featured some of those videos here on my channel. Hi Morgan, welcome to the chat. But this is a great capture. And I'm very surprised it's not getting more attention. I have this video linked in the description so you guys can check it out as well. And I'm definitely gonna it is low down. Frozen Gamer says they love their light. Well, you need to see in the void, right? The void is dark. He's I agree with him. I think it is fantastic. He also grabbed a picture. Again, when he grabbed the picture, it was so abrupt. This is what he got before he captured the video. So this is like a few seconds before the video. Excuse me. Sorry. This is a few seconds before the video, and then he ran when it passed the house. He ran past the house, and that's when he captured it moving across the sky. Notice it's not 3 lights in a triangle. I mean, he comes back into the video, I'm sure, but hold on. Because I found that very interesting. It's not 3 lights in a triangle, right? God, come on. Right here, right here. We have 1, 2 in the front, and then we have 2 wider ones bringing out the rear. Almost like if it's triangular in this sense. I find that very interesting. However, again, faintly, it's pixelated, it's dark. Faintly, I saw what seemed to be like a light flashing-ish over here. Dimly, it could just be pixelation. Regardless of whether there's a light here or not. This craft is humongous. If it has 3 bulb-shaped spots in the bottom with multicolors, it's military. It looked like a copter from the distance. Up close, looked like a jet, no sound. Interesting. Thank you, Herbal Dragon. Now, let's see. He not just got this picture, but someone near him grabbed this. Because he says, one thing he says is that they weren't the color that we see on video. To his naked eye, they were red. And then this is someone, I guess, very close to him, not too far, not like a whole other city away. They captured this. They have a mutual friend, and they sent it to him. And when he told them about it, they were like, "Oh my God, you guys have friends, you get it." And this is what she captured. Apparently, her sighting was a little bit different than his, but very interesting.
Video one more time. But just to recap, so the picture was taken first because, hey, I looked up, saw something strange, grabbed my phone, which everyone should do.
Yes.
You have way more sightings, Bigfoot, and everything, whatever the hell is out there. But, yeah.
And I love this because it's very, very real. I feel like that's what everyone should do, and I feel that we need to cut people slack when we're like, oh, how come it was like so quick or blurry? It's like you don't predict the UFO sighting. It kind of just happens. And he's like proof of that. He's like, I saw it. I was like, holy crap. And he pulled out his phone, and that first shot we got was hella blurry. He just made sure to double back and actually get the UFO.
So,
but yeah, here's the video again, as he says. Again, I have his video linked below, so do watch the whole thing. I appreciate him. Make sure that his channel is No MSG TV Channel. No MSG TV Channel. Silently and slowly moving across the sky. And what's interesting now is, we've talked about them cloaking. They are cloaked, and we know this because as these awesome whistleblowers and angry people that are trying to get the information out have told us, we have the technology to discern UFO while they're still cloaked. I don't know. I think all the information that's coming out right now is fantastic. No MSG, none. I love that. I love that too. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm going to add him into the description so you guys can check his channel out as well. That's going to be under other sources, possibly. No, it's much more. No MSG. Here it is. I got it. It's going to just be under sources. You guys should see it there. No MSG TV channel. Surprisingly, he couldn't just use No MSG because there's already a channel called that. MSG's a big thing, apparently. Alright, I know it is, but like, geez, I didn't think people were going to use it as a name. Now, this article, it's MSN, right? So, let's... not that it's not credible, it's just take it with a grain of salt. Secret UFO arms race, US, China, Russia, competing for alien materials technology, a new whistleblower claims. Again, we're getting congressional people trying to block the UAP Disclosure Act. And now the next day, whistleblowers are like, so there's 9 of them. There's 2 intact. We can check out. We know what they look like when they're cloaked. Here's some more information. Come over here, right? And then bam, another whistleblower is like, oh, actually, it's not just us. It's China. It's Russia. We're all competing for this alien material, which then leads me back to this article that's talking about how the OGA can get into whatever country they want, even behind enemy lines, to get this stuff. Like, this thing is portal. Is that my phone or my computer? My computer's getting hot. God. Don't blow up on me, computer, please. I love you. Sorry, I'm like moving the camera and all this stuff. We do need to vote them the fuck out. I mean, really. Alright, let's see. Could major countries have been retrieving materials from UFO crashes for nearly a century as part of a secret arms race? Well, that's what UFO whistleblower David Grush, yay, is alleging. News? Stop. That's clever and annoying. News with a K. News.com has learned. David Grush, a UFO whistleblower who previously served as a former, yes, we know about David Grush, United States Air Force intelligence officer, told the International Coalition for Extraterrestrial Research that China has its own UFO task force, and there had also been engagement from Russia. Now, this, to me, is no known secret, or not a secret. The fact that China has a... Why is my... It's because my computer is freaking out right now. Sorry, guys. If it starts freaking out, I'm using a MacBook Air. I'm proud of it because it works with OBS and all the things I have open. But just bear with me. China... Maybe not last year. Maybe it was a few months ago. I can't remember exactly. I think I made a video about it. I'll have to look through the archives. And I have like a million channels too. And 2 of them had UFO stuff, so... Ugh. But they had built a gigantic satellite out of a crater, if I'm not mistaken. It's huge. I mean, it's huge. It's huge. And China's, their reasoning behind building it is that if extraterrestrials or aliens exist, China wants to be the first in contact with them, and they want the first back and forth. And that's why they built it. So yeah, I know that they have their own task force because they built a giant satellite in the Earth. It's humongous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, continue reading. That's why we're here. How many times do I have to click it? Jeez. Okay, this is from the podcast, yes. Oh yeah, I remember Joe was like the Pope was involved. I don't understand when people are like, oh, you mean this religious figure? And da-da-da-da. Yeah, buddy, guys, you don't remember what religion is? It's a mess. Like, the idea of religion is good, but like how it runs and how the corrupt people run it is not what it is, okay? The aliens or Asians, who knows? Pope Pius XII and the Vatican were involved, he said, back-channeling it through OSS, which became the CIA, and later to then-President Franklin D. Roosevelt. And that's how the U.S. knew something weird happened. I mean, when you really think about it, we've had the Foo Fighters, we've had even the crazy-ass Nazi Germany was like looking into UFO stuff. Like, it's been in our history. Like, not in our ancient... It has been in our ancient history, but it's been in our recent history, in our governments, behind wars. Oh, look! Right here! Look. I just said it. I haven't even read this article. Grush said the crash in Lombardy, Italy, had major world players involved, including Germany's Adolf Hitler. And we know this is true because the Nazi belt is a real thing. The major leaders were being sent descriptions of a saucer-shaped craft that allegedly crashed. The most famous alleged UFO crash took place in Roswell in 1947. I don't like that they have this picture connected to Roswell because, no. Vatican held back humanity from a New Year. Yes, they did, and they're still doing so. I mean, well, I get very angry at religion. I'm very much a deist. Like, yeah, I believe there's kindness and a higher power and all that stuff, but all of the man-made, man-run religion, no. That's just people writing whatever the hell they want. How are you gonna write? They rewrote the Bible how many? How are you gonna rewrite a religious text? Get out of here! You're gonna rewrite the Word of God? Like, who the hell are you? That's blows my mind. But that's a different topic. The Italians were so confused that they actually called up the Germans and they were like, "Is this one of your Wunderwaffe secret weapon? What the hell just crashed in northern Italy?" And this is what crashed. I actually remember this part of the conversation. Mussolini asked the Germans to come down, and of course the Germans said, "This isn't one of ours, but let's look at it together." So, okay, this is kind of more recapping the David Grush, Joe Rogan interview, which I recommend that you watch. And again, I've expressed disdain for how Joe Rogan treats the topic because he kind of like flip flops back and forth on it. But I respect it honestly because he is skeptical, and that's how skeptical people are going to be until he gets solid proof. He's gonna, he might think it's a what is it that he said? He said that David Grush could just be like essentially like a patsy, like they could be feeding him false information for him to feed us. Now, personally, I don't agree with Joe Rogan on that stance because I feel that if I'm gonna, he said it's to cover up advanced drones. If I'm gonna cover up advanced drones, I'm not gonna cover it up with aliens. That's gonna only make people ask more questions. That doesn't make sense. That wouldn't be the cover up. The government could have said nothing at all because there hasn't been as much interest in UFOs as there was in the past until recently when all these whistleblowers came out. So they could have said nothing. Why even bring attention at all? Most people would just assume that they're drones or something at this point, right? So why would aliens be the cover-up for something so mediocre at best? Like, who gives a fuck about a secret drone? Like, are you kidding me? It doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't click. I don't agree with Joe Rogan on that aspect. I think he's right to be skeptical. And he's right that there could be false information moving through the channels. We've seen it happen. We've seen disinformation campaigns. I don't think that aliens are a distraction. Look over here while we work on drones. Shut up. Like, no, drones. Who cares? Again, they could have said nothing. No one was looking. No one was looking. Not at all. Like, you would post UFO videos, like some people, of course, us that like UFOs, be like, "Oh my god, that looks so cool," but mainstream media wasn't picking it up. You would tell people they just think you're crazy. No one was looking. So why? Why would this be? It makes zero sense. This I kept it up because it's interesting. This is like the last real article I had here. So, Lights on Gaming, if you're still here, or anyone who had that other UFO, let me go through the chat. You guys were going in today. I appreciate all of you guys. What was that UFO you guys just said? I was trying to look it up. According to Google, there's no... my vinyl rips. I just saw this. Sorry, I caught it late. According to Google, there's no CIA program called OGA. So, I mean, right? Google? Are we trusting Google now? I mean, not for nothing, we are on YouTube, and they haven't shut this live stream down, right? Homestead UFO, that's what it was. But I would encourage you... Let me go here. I would encourage everyone. I've put some of this stuff up before. I'm just going to bring this in here. And then we're going to come back. This is a CIA site. And we're going to... I'm going to put this in the description as well. Just give me 1 second here. Right, give me the right one. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to put the mic down. Oh my god, my computer's really hot. Now, there's a lot of information. A lot. But, instead of using Google, there's a lot, again, like, I don't know if you guys could hear me, the mic was down. instead of using Google to like search for the answer, like use Google to find the website to get the answer from. I would recommend that anyone and everyone go to the CIA's website. You can find all of their departments, all of their careers. You can actually apply for some jobs in the OGA, so we do know that it's real. I would further, and I'm gonna link these in the description. Just give me a minute. I would encourage everyone to check out the CIA declassified documents, as in here, regardless of whether, hey, Freedom of Information Act, whether the government says it or not, whether they want to admit it or not, there are a lot of filings in here that lives. Like it talks about out of body experiences, how we actually have psychics, how we just so much stuff. Like how we've used what is it? People that leave their bodies and astral project, seers, and like have sent them to other countries to gather intel from outside of their body. The hologram of the universe is it's actually a hologram. Like it's all in here, and it's not a secret. It's just not they're not making a public campaign about it, right? So if you want the information, you have to go look for it. And I don't mean like a Google search it, because some of the stuff, the Onion site for the CIA doesn't file everything, so it's not going to come up in Google. You'll have to actually go to the CIA's website. But there's just, UFOs, non-human intelligence has been discussed, extraterrestrial has been discussed, multidimensional beings have been discussed. So this is not like Stargate. This is not hidden in the sense that we don't have the information. It's buried in a lot of other information and just not paraded around because they know they have to give the information, but they don't want everyone just using this. So definitely, remote viewing, Cell Chaos. Thank you so much. I don't know why I brain farted so hard there, but you can definitely take a look at these documents. You can even practice leaving your body from your house because the CIA has put it out there. Actually, I'm gonna make that the top link in the description. Alright, so you click that link, it'll take you right to the government's collection of incredible unclassified documents that some of them will blow your mind. Go through, but C21 was the craft that was near. What is this? Sorry, like the Dominican Republic is full of mosquitoes. I'm about to I want to kill them. So guys, I'm gonna give me 1 second before we go. I'm gonna look up that UFO we're trying to look up. Can tell, how is this still open? Give me 1 second while I look at this information, y'all. Ooh, that's interesting. So actually, these are not all of them are credible. You're gonna find some bad ones, of course, but when you look at the average person that's submitting UFO sightings on Twitter, you'd be very surprised. Is that just like this here? That's interesting. Filmed beautiful UFO last evening. I hovered for a while and then followed us home, which is kind of creepy. No audio. Alright, while that plays, let's see what else there is. I'm gonna look for that other UFO. 1 second, y'all. Didn't I? Oh, wow, it's... it was in the other tab. Y'all, I'm losing my mind. Guys, I'm trying to find... Oh. Well, you guys will let me know. I'm going to pull this up, and you guys will let me know if this is what we're talking about. The Homestead, Florida UFO. This is from February of this year, 2023. And this is what it looks like. Let me know if this is what you guys were talking about. Because we do... Oh my god. I'm sorry if I also blew out your ears, guys. What the... Hold on, I'm gonna put the volume on the screen capture down a little bit. What? I'm so sorry about that. Alright, let's see if this is better. It's not gonna be better for me though, that's what's scary. Okay, I can do that. That's better. Is this what you guys were talking about? And if not, please let me know so I can look it up. Homestead House. Thank you, Cersei. Thank you. I'm gonna do that right now. I appreciate ya. Oh, what the flip flop? Hold on now. We're talking about this bad boy here from 2 years ago, because that's ooh, that's intense. That's bright. Wait. Wait, what's flipped over? Did I miss? Oh wait, here it is. I missed part of it. Hold on, I'm gonna put this up a little bit. Let me know if it's too loud, guys. Alright, and I hope this is the one you guys are talking about. I just have to be careful because I don't want... I don't want to get copyrighted. Okay. First vid, halfway into the video, he shows the screenshots. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I want to see. Oh, shiitake mushrooms. Hold on. Oh. Do you see? Ah, what? A chicken? You can't hear anything? You can't hear the screen? Oh, I know why. It's because I put the volume down when that loud-ass video came on. Hold on.
Let's take a look in today's episode.
How's that? He zooms more than I don't know why he's showing chickens.
Going out in the middle of the night and
I mean, I
wandering
appreciate you, Homestead, but buddy, that's not the
my
way.
tripod and my camera, trying to get a shot of the Milky Way.
Beautiful, beautiful shot. Awesome. Okay. Okay.
I tried to get some of these cool shots of the house. I tried to do a time lapse where I set the camera up and I literally, this is 700 pictures of our house. Look, here's a close up. Can you see it on
You
there?
can show it on the screen.
Kind of, not really.
I'll show it on the screen. You can see the stars and you can see the clouds, and the clouds are moving.
It's beautiful.
Yes. Something flew overhead and I got shots of it on here. So now I'm going to show the girls this. We also woke up and Alyssa, show that thing
does
out
he
there.
actually get the video of it, of the
While I
shot
was
of it
doing
going
this,
overhead before the pictures?
something flew overhead and I got shots of it on here. So now I'm going to show the girls this. We also woke up and Alyssa, show that thing out there. Our little screened-in porch, that's like my base camp where I set...
Okay, I'm going to mute him a little bit. Again, I'm just trying not to get copyrighted.
Look, see...
Okay.
Okay, I'll just show it on screen. Here's
Thanks, sir.
Here, you need to do this.
He's
and
so
now-
over it. He's like, I just want y'all to see
Wait,
it.
can you go
here we
closer?
go.
Can you go closer?
This was one of the last ones, and now, Alyssa, can you see the screen okay? I can show it on screen, but is it bright enough? Do you need to do this? Okay, I'll just show it on screen. Here's
Thanks, sir.
Here's
What
number
am I
one.
looking
Kitty,
at? What are
watch.
you looking at?
You need to clean your screen.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Keep going.
What is that? I swear to God, I did not edit that. This photo isn't edited at all. I didn't even change the brightness. I didn't crop it. I did nothing. This is the original photo out of my camera. No lie.
Go to.
What camera is he using? Hold on, guys. Oh, tell me about it, right? The light pollution, well, I mean, to be fair, here, my sky does look like that. But back home in the States, there's so much light pollution in my city, I can't see shit. Equipment. An A7 III, okay, that's a good camera. Which one's this? Do I have this lens? No, I have the long white one. Yeah, he does. He has a good camera, and that's crazy. I'm from New York. Well, I mean, I live in Pennsylvania. Well, I guess I live in Dominican Republic now because I haven't gone to the States in like a year. I don't know when I'm going back. I miss my family though. All right, let's keep watching. I'm sorry,
No. Go to.
I will. Look.
but I like
Does
his
that look
camera.
like an airplane to you?
No, it looks
A
like
helicopter? A drone?
It looks like a red
It's not my
light above
drone.
it. It looks like
Yeah, I see the red light above it.
no, it looks
A
like
helicopter? A drone?
It looks
This
like
is
a red
it's not
light.
my drone.
How many views does this have? 1 million. Yes. Does he... Hold on. What is his channel about? Excuse me. Buy you a cam...
In this
I
episode,
need to get myself
we
a
will
new
try.
camera first. Let's see. Cause my I had a A7 IV and I kind of fucked it up. And I had a ZVE 10. No. A ZVE what? Not the new ZVE, but the ZVE before. I love that camera. It's not as good as the A7, but I love it. It's about chicken brickin'. Journal for educational purpose. No, I definitely agreed Dakota Strange, but the what is it called? The system that captures it doesn't care about that. They'll shut the live stream down first, and then you can explain yourself after, and then they'll bring it back up, but we'll have already been cut off. There have been no updates on the Vegas UFO that I know of. The family doesn't even seem to be speaking, and I haven't seen Angel make really much of anything on it. Let me see something real quick. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to check. See, this is how I check if someone like this... I'm seeing fasting, day 249. Let's go to popular. The UFO is here. That was 2 years ago. Yes, a whole bunch. This doesn't look like a channel. He doesn't look like someone who's gonna edit it. In my opinion. These we get disclosure. Very much like the other girl that we saw on TikTok. This girl here. I don't see him faking this, right? Like he said, I didn't edit it. When he said I didn't edit it, it made me feel a little iffy because I'm like, well, why'd you say that? Maybe you did. I don't feel that he did though, because he's an established creator. You guys still hear me? Let me make sure. Give me 1 second. That's what's been going on? Okay, you can still hear me. Alright. Or, I mean, it still looks like you can. I won't Google chicken brick, and thank you for, yeah, so yeah, you know, copyright is crazy. I mean, you can fight it, but I'd rather not. But, yeah, at first I was a little skeptical, but now seeing how videos prior, and even some videos after have good views. Videos prior to that had more views. He's not like harping on it. He doesn't seem to, like, he's an established creator. And he has It seems like a fun niche, and he knows what he's doing. I don't see him faking the UFO video, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take his word on it. This is interesting. This is crazy.
It looks like
Okay,
the
watch.
light where a stick would
Watch.
be,
Here's
like
where it
a
gets
post
scarier.
light.
Watch this. Watch.
It gets scarier.
Oh shoot!
Look at the
Oh!
light coming off of it.
I should.
Wait.
Scary,
But
watch
not
this,
just the
watch.
light coming off of it. It moved. How many of these did he capture? Look.
Oh shoot!
Look at the light coming off of it.
I should.
Alyssa's. Oh, I showed this to Alyssa a while ago. She's like, "Oh, you faked it. Like, what? What did I fake?
You
How did I
yeet it
fake
up
that?
in the air.
What? There's lights coming off of it. There's like a spotlight. It's trying to find me again.
Where the government's gonna come murder us.
That's
if,
it.
If you don't have it, we don't post
Look
any
at you
videos.
can see it in the
we're
clouds.
dead.
Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, and that again.
Okay, so
You
now
know me. I love UFOs. I love me some aliens. I want some proof. But he said a spotlight. Let's try to get a closer look. Because
if nothing else, this is a cool shot. You can see the house and the stars.
this.
Okay, crop.
Oh, what the heck? It looks like a there's little lights. There's little lights.
I'll show this on the screen too.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna
Not fit in that.
take a screenshot.
Oh
Right now.
my gosh, Baxter freaking move.
Taking a
That's
screenshot right now,
crazy.
so I'll show that in the video. And then I'm going to revert to the original, and I'll show this in the original. I don't need
I was gonna say before this. Oh God, hold on.
video. And then
The computer's getting really hot, guys. Sorry. It just, again, it's not supposed to be running all of this. Before this shot, at first, what I was thinking, because he said it's giving like the spotlight, I was thinking it could have been a helicopter with light refraction. He was so focused on capturing the night sky that he had to change his exposure, contrast, and shadows to the point where when the camera caught, say, the helicopter coming in, it overexposed the shot and created this effect, right? Now, I was thinking this before I saw this red thing on top. The other thing I was thinking was the way that the camera was angled. Someone on street level could have walked by, possibly with a phone or something very, very bright, that the camera caught its light reflection, and then kind of at the trajectory and angle in which the light came into the lens, it projected it in the sky through the camera, right? That's the second thing I was thinking, but this does look strange for that. The only thing that's still making me feel a little off about this video, I think it's really freaking cool. Like, the fact that he zoomed in and I'm seeing this red thing, I'm like, what the hell is that? But the thing that gets me is this level of unevenness. Not that we haven't seen shape-shifting craft or anything. This looks sloppy. It is emitting light, though. I don't know. This is crazy. Red window. Magic school bus.
revert to the
Hey!
original, and I'll show this in the original. I don't need to take a screenshot for it.
Oh,
'cause you can see
CVT
it.
Rams, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It could be Lockheed Martin. Aliens with red heads, who knows? That's the same on my time lapse. A time lapse. It could be a time. No. I agree, Jimmy. I agree. His time lapse looks legit. Just wait. I know we will, but time lapsing can cause streaks, and you can use it to create these effects, which is why iPhones have the live photo feature, in which you can adjust the time lapse to do like a, what is it? Give me 1 second. I can find out what it's called. Such an idiot.
I'll show all of these in the original. All these in the original. For it because you can see it. I'll show all of these in the original.
Test. Okay, there we go. It looks like it came back. So sorry about that. Sorry. In case you guys missed it, I'm not sure where the still no sound. Hold on, guys. Let me. Oh, it's giving me a warning. Ooh, you got okay. Awesome. Excellent. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know because I would have gone on forever. Y'all would be like, what the hell is he talking about? Okay. So what I was saying is the time lapse can cause for what he's doing, it can have a long exposure effect. So what I'm doing now is we're going in and I've slowed down the video. And again, I don't want to, I want to believe, I don't want to fully discredit him, but I think it's important that we really look into this. I'm bringing the speed down to 0.25. Right? Sorry, this is going to be really slow. But I want to point out that, look. We actually get a shift in the color of the lights. What the hell?
Okay, so this is the thing.
It must have jumped us back in the video, right? Because he was showing us the time lapse. Or am I tripping?
Out there.
God, now let me jump back to regular speed. God, I'm a disaster right
There's
now.
red lights on.
Because I'm just like,
Okay, here I'll crop.
Alright, he cropped it out.
I'll show this on the screen too. Here, I'm gonna take
a
screenshot.
Oh
Right
my god!
Humans cannot fit in that. She's
Taking a
funny.
screenshot right now, so I'll show that in the video. And then I'm going to revert to the original, and I'll show this in the original. I don't need to take a screenshot for it because
I want this is what I wanted. Okay.
I'll show all of these in the original.
Pause! Fudge pops!
Screenshot for it because
Okay.
you can see it. I'll show all of these in the original.
Alright, pause. Pero coño, why aren't you pausing? This thing wants to fight me. Alright, here we go. Now we're gonna go to playback speed. Because I did capture something here, and it makes me believe it might not be a UFO. Which I'm sad about, but we have to be skeptical and be realistic when we look at these. Alright, look. Right? As we're getting in, coño. Red, white. That red light is flashing. And that's definitely a spotlight. Alright? Bear with me. And let me know what you guys think. This is just my opinion, and I'm going to watch the rest of the video, of course, to see. This red, white. This is a craft. This is a commercial, either a helicopter, probably a helicopter with a spotlight on, in my opinion. I can't There we go. There we go. What he is doing is he's capturing the night sky, right? He's trying to capture the Milky Way. He's using his awesome camera to do this. I've used almost every Sony camera except for the Alpha 1 because that shit's like $10,000. Who has that money? Anyway, when you capture, like when I was doing the blood eclipse, when you capture the sky, when you're capturing the stars, when you're capturing a galaxy, you have to change the exposure, and sometimes during a time lapse, you have to do a long exposure so that the dull lights of the stars actually show up on your phone, right? It doesn't matter that you're doing it because your house isn't moving, and while the stars are moving, they're moving relatively slow from our perspective in the sky. So you're not going to get a streak, right? If you actually look, as we look at this craft fly by, it's ever so slight. This star does have a streak. Stars aren't elongated. You will see them as a dot, which is how he's able to capture these incredible. I feel that I don't know why I keep telling me the microphone. I think it's because the computer's freaking out. I feel that there is a long exposure at play here. And we're seeing a traditional object. Hold on. No, it is arc cones. Hold on. It could be. I see that there's no blinking navigation. Again, I can't prove this. It's just from how I've taken photos. I've seen stuff like this happen. But the spotlight is, I don't know. I feel like a lot more people would be freaked out by that. I feel like you see the spotlight coming down. All right, let's watch the rest of the video. But this is just, in my opinion, what I'm seeing. I'm seeing flashing lights on top. Please share your opinions. I'm seeing flashing lights on top. Red, white. Red, white. Red, white. We might even get a little bit of blue at one point. What I think is happening to the person who mentioned that we're not seeing the traffic lights is that the spotlight could be so bright, especially in the long exposure, that it itself is overexposing the camera. So we're just getting the white streak of where the spotlight is focused, and that is causing it to blind us from the traffic lights. It could still be anomalous. I would love for him to set up his camera out back and do this for a few days and see if he captures one again. Even if it's not going to get the stars very nicely, he could fiddle so that we don't get a long exposure effect and we can get a clear shot of the craft, because if it is so bright, it won't matter that we're not adjusting for the dimness of the stars. If that makes sense.
He
said it was there and gone in less than a second. That is interesting. That's how he only got 4 shots out of hundreds of thousands over the night. That is a very good point. Those are 4 shots taken over less than a second. Holy crap, that would be really, really fast if it's less than a second. But the thing is, Cersei, is it less than a second in the time lapse or less than a second in real life? Because if this is time lapse and the video that we're seeing is the time lapse video, right? Let's go back to regular speed so we can actually see the speed of it.
Screenshot.
Oh my gosh, Baxter, freaking move!
So we're gonna watch the rest of the video anyway.
So I'll show that in the video.
Interested now. I want to.
And then I'm going to revert to the original, and I'll show this in the original. I don't need to take a screenshot for it because you can see it.
Alright, wait.
I'll show all of these in the original.
You need to go
Okay.
closer.
Here, I'll crop this one too. It's 4 separate
I
photos.
know, but you have to go where it looks like there's roller coaster seats.
He could have
That's
edited
somewhere
the
in my-
object. He could have. I think in life, but not too sure now. Well, seriously, I will message him and I will see. Jimmy, he could have edited. I don't. The girls said that he did, and he claimed he didn't. Because I've looked at his channel, and the media that he posts, and the type of already established creator that he is, I don't think that he edited it because he didn't really capitalize on it. He's not going back to it. He's not making. It's more like a once and done. It gives me very much Ivan 05, Skinny Bob, right, guys? Like, is Skinny Bob real? Here's the thing. Watch. Was it Ivan 05? What the hell is Skinny Bob? Oh, come on, don't play with me. It's Ivan something. Okay, 0135. Okay. This channel, if you guys remember, gave us Skinny Bob. And he gave us an interview. Look. Or, like, we can't hear what's going on. But there he is. Right. This was published 12 years ago, shot long before that. We wouldn't have had the CGI for the muscle movements that we're seeing here, right? This is like and I'm skipping some of these parts. We're going to get into that in a moment, right? We get these craft, we get these beings. They're not supposed to be recorded. Here they go. Look, there's one. That's apparently a ship. Right. Now with the information that's coming out, this could be real. People debunk this because it has a filter that can be found. I don't think it's faked. I think that it is edited. I think that this person had the raw footage, wanted to put it out, edited maybe to hide it, right? I'm seeing that he's using the grain. I don't know where you guys have worked before. Personally, when I worked at Apple, I mean, I think we're allowed to say this. I hope I don't get in trouble. We used to get Fred. I don't know what the offer is on because the chat is going crazy. But when I worked at Apple, we would get confidential videos from everyone. I'm not going to name names. And when we did, on screen, there would be graphics that would appear because if someone leaked that information, they would want to know who leaked it. So each individual got their own like numeration and graphic on the thing because it's confidential. You don't want, like, let's say that they were working on the iPhone 1 million and I were working there and I saw the blueprints and then I leaked them. That's crazy, right? They'd want to fire me and sue me and like all that stuff. So all of the things have a marker. Back in the day, that we have a digital marker now and the visual. Back in the day, it was mainly visual markers, and they were a bit smaller. I feel that whoever ran Ivan's account or whoever posted these videos has the originals. Where is Cersei? Cersei said that it could be a recreation of the real video. I feel that it is the real video. They just edited it to... I think the edits aren't to hide the fact that it's real, as some people say. I think the edits are to hide the coding, which which this video would have. Almost every government video has. Hide the code that would expose the person who released this, right? So if Ivan had not edited and just posted the video as it was, the government would have been able to see the visual coding that they put into the video and been able to pinpoint exactly. Okay, there we go. So I definitely feel that this is real. It could be like Shoshi said, it could be a recreation of the real thing. But these events did happen. And very much in a similar manner to this gentleman, Homestead How, and this TikToker here. He didn't capitalize on it, right? He posted the 4 videos like... To end this soon, I'm so sorry, guys. But he posted this in a sense like, here's the information, peace. There's no follow-up. There's no capitalization. Oh, I cut off at exactly, oh goodness. I don't even remember. What I'm saying is that, in my opinion, this feels exactly like this, in the sense that I don't think he faked it, because when I look at their channel, when I look at the history, when I look at trying to, or even her, trying to capitalize on it, they're not. There's no more of this. There's no more of this on the channel. It was just like, holy crap, here's this information, right? And what I was saying about this video here, if you guys, I agree, right? The CIA BMO is trying to cut me off. What what I feel about these videos here, I don't know if you guys got to catch this, is that these videos are only edited because they were trying to hide the digital marker that was put on it by the government that would expose the person who posted it. Because like I said, at Apple, when I would work, we had digital markers and visual markers on the videos that we would receive that were confidential, so that if any of us leaked the information, it would get tracked right back to us. So I definitely feel like that is what happened here. Because in the beginning there were fake logos and all of this stuff, but I feel that the important pieces of the video are real. I mean, the neck movement, it's just, there were so many things we wouldn't be able to have faked, especially back in the day, 12 years ago that it was posted, but then like years before when it was recorded. Definitely find it very interesting. And because of things like that, it makes me feel like he's not faking it. Maybe he did capture a UFO. I'm still not convinced. I think it's crazy looking. I'm going to keep watching this video, and I'm going to try and reach out to him, but he's been doing so much other stuff that I'm not sure he even cares about this anymore. But I don't...
So this is the thing.
But
I was out there when this came
He
by.
faked it. I don't think he intentionally made a fake UFO to try and, fool anyone. You think they were real? I think just like the Roswell autopsy, yes. They just recreated it so that when both inevitably get released, everyone's going to think they were... That's actually a very good point, and I do feel that autopsy was a recreation of a very, very real event. That's a very good point. Right, so
I was out there when this came by. I heard something.
But he was
that
out
sounded
there.
just
Wait.
like an engine, like an airplane or something. But then I looked up and I said, "What the HFTMLMNOP is that?" And then I got those 3 shots. I was on the tripod and I went click, click, click.
What time was
But did it...
And then it flew off that way. And then I tried to get a shot of it going that way, but it was... It says on here what time it is.
Because I went to bed at like...
I mean, it could have been, right? And it could have been one of ours, because the spotlight. I find the spotlight eerie. They come, they visit. I don't think they're looking for a particular person. 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. I need some water. Excuse me. Yes, they do very much. They do look like the aerial school aliens. I mean, there's been so many videos that have been. Oh God, the Wayback Machine doesn't even work on most of the sites. There are so many videos that have been scrubbed from the internet. We'll get to that in a moment. But hold on. The windows don't streak. I noticed. That's crazy.
So look, there's
He
another
might
one
be
too
on
good.
something here.
Is that an airplane?
Yeah,
What kind of airplane looks like that?
I don't think it's an airplane.
Rocket ship
Wait,
with like
here.
engine.
Katie, take this.
Oh my gosh, wait.
My thing
Draw an
is,
illustration so people
he's
can
right
see
about
it.
the spotlight. And my problem with the spotlight is why? I don't think that, oh my god, my power. I don't think that an alien is gonna, ooh, and my computer's dying, oh my god. Everything's falling apart in this live stream. I I just don't see aliens using a spotlight. They're just not that focused on us to like pinpoint something with a spotlight. That's like something we would do, like we're looking for someone.
While Katie's doing that, that was the fourth picture. That wasn't the one I cropped earlier. So now I'm gonna revert this one to the original.
I'll do the first one.
And look, if we go back here, if I click done. Look,
If I remember,
shows
if you
the
mean
time
the
and
Skinny Bob video, I would love to see that. I don't think it's CGI because of the dating of it, but it could be.
June 13th.
I mean, you can see from this. I'm older. I was here before the internet. Well, before the internet at home for most people, and at the time when I first saw that video, the CGI in movies that we were doing wasn't it. We were doing like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie. That's what we were doing. I don't think that we had that level, but it could be. The big Roswell Lake event in South America apparently had, oh my god, with a spotlight looking near and around the crash site. Oh, it could be a crash retrieval BMO. It could be crash retrieval spotlight. Didn't even think of that.
This is the 9. It wasn't even late. It was 9:22 p.m.
Oh.
Excuse me.
9?
9:22 p.m.
What the time that I didn't look up?
I thought it was later because I almost always I'm out there at like 11:30 or 12 is when the Milky Way's
Yeah.
out. Katie's doing an artist recreation.
Montello. Here's the thing. No one else
It's a
caught
helicopter
this.
because you can even see behind it. How is it a helicopter?
Look, it looks like
The
that's...
whole bottom's lit up. There's red lights on it. Let's go back to the
Well,
first
aliens
one.
aren't trying to be discreet anymore.
I don't care.
The first one I think
I
is
love
the,
this
this
video.
one has all the red on it.
You know, the only thing I'm scared of now, because all the stories that I've seen of, like, aliens going into people's bed and they can't move, like, sleep
That's
paralysis.
That
I'm
happens to me.
terrified.
I'm going to see. He might still have this. I'm going to try and reach out. We might make a video on this if I can get more information. He seems genuinely stumped. And like Xerxes said, he did see it in person. He did see it in person. It's hard for me to believe the spotlight, but now that you guys are bringing up the spotlight for using it for, as Bimo said, for a crash retrieval purpose, that's very, very possible. Oh, the Virginia event? Yeah, UFO, yeah. The Y-Files. The Y-Files did a really, really, really good video on the Virginia event. I think it's really great. Except Hecklefish kept implying that it was vagina. Oh, I love that channel so much. Definitely, I don't know if you guys know about the Y-Files. I'm sure you do. I know that you guys are also... I know you guys watch him too. He is incredible. They're incredible. Please check out the Y-Files. They definitely covered the Virginia event, and he does incredible work and incredible research. And by the end of the video, he'll find out whether it's real or not. So definitely check him out. All right, I'm going to... You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you for sharing this with me. I already liked it. I'm gonna give it a bookmark because I want to reach out to him. Let's do it in and watch later. I'm gonna reach out to him and see if I can get more information from him. Maybe he found out more information. He just hasn't shared it because he has a whole. Like I said, I don't think he faked it because he has a whole channel. He's a whole established creator. He's doing his own thing, and he's great at it. And, you know, he's doing what he does. Ooh, I have membership too. Feel free. We also started memberships here as well. Let me go to my channel. I'll show you guys. We have channel supporter, early access. Depending on the country that you're in, the 99-cent one might be $1.99. It might be 99 cents. It might even be 49 cents. It really depends on the country. Because I'm in the Dominican Republic, it's 99 cents. Because the dollar is worth $1 is worth $57 over here, which is all crazy. Early access, if you want to get access to videos early before they come out for everyone else, they're here. And Truth Seekers, it's for everyone with UFOs. It has like priority video submission reviews because I get so many emails. I will go through all of them even if you're not in here. But if you want yours to get priority, this will get like a direct access. But I love this. I'm definitely, let me actually subscribe. Let me see some of his videos. They look interesting. See what he's like. I'm going to reach out, see if we can get more information. And I think that, or this is the camera that we were talking about. We're good. My computer, not my phone, is going to die, and it's getting really hot. Probably why. Just to kind of recap why we started this, though, exclusive sources revealed to Daily Mail that the CIA's secret office has conducted UFO retrieval missions on at least 9 crash sites around the world. The Office of Global Access, remember guys, you can go to the CIA website, I have it linked in the description. A wing of the CIA has played a central role in collecting the spacecraft since 2003. At least 9 non-human craft have been recovered by the US government, some wrecked from a crash to completely intact. And the last thing that we went through is that the CIA has a system in place that can discern UFOs even while they are cloaked. We then went a little bit, I posted this from the CIA. That way, for anyone wondering, I have this in the this archives.gov. It actually represents it shows the OGA and everything, because I know you guys were saying that they're not listed under operations for the CIA. They're very discreet, but you can use this document from the government website, or you can use CIA.gov. This Canadian, remember, we're going to look into this. I'm going to keep up on this. A Canadian journalist hires a law firm because he was denied access on UAP files. I want to see where this goes. I'll keep you guys updated. We have the TikToker who accidentally caught a UFO in her video. I have that linked in the description below, so you guys can check her out. Really interesting, really funny. And again, just like Homestead and just like Ivan, I don't think she did it on purpose or try to fool anyone, because that's not what her video's about. She's a fully developed content creator making her own content. Of course, Homestead, we checked out. Thank you guys for putting me onto that. I appreciate you guys so much. Microsoft is actually just recapping the David Grush, Joe Rogan interview. There was nothing new there. We checked out Ivan's channel. And there's infighting in the Pentagon, which I like because hopefully it leads to more disclosure. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you guys so much for joining this live stream. I don't even want to end it. You have 654 channels that you're subscribed to. Oh my god, I thought you meant that you were running. I was going to say, holy crap. They watch us while we take a bit. Probably. Oh my god, what if they're just voyeurs and they're just really creepy aliens or creepers? No! That would ruin everything. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you want to help out the channel, smash that like and subscribe because it's free. If you want to further support the channel, feel free. We have awesome memberships, as I said. Do not feel obligated to join. It just really supports the channel and gets you guys amazing perks like these awesome badges and super funny emojis. Genuinely though, I love you guys. I love chatting with you guys. You guys make this so fun, and I appreciate all of you so much. We might go live a little bit later with some gaming. Y'all are just so fun. I love the conversation. I love the discussion. The truth is out there. Keep your eyes on the skies. And if you want to send me any videos, check out the email in the description. Ooh, my god, it's getting super hot. Imagine, and then looks like an octopus spanking it. No! I'm scared to go to the bathroom. Can they see through walls? No. Oh, Adam Thomas, I appreciate you, but I'm sorry I have to. We only have 4% left on the computer. I am super hot and dying, and the computer's really hot, so it might die on me too. Take care, guys. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Be kind to each other. Be peaceful, and look to the skies. I will see you guys soon. Later tonight, we might play some Resident Evil 4 or some more Call of Duty. I will see you guys then.